So as we all know, the Golden State Warriors have not been doing well this season, and the reason why is because a lot of the players are injured. But are they on a curse? What is going on, guys? Sports Soul here. We're back with another video. Today, I'm going to talk about the Golden State Warriors and are they on a curse or not. Before I start though, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell and leave a like on this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So you guys, as we all know, the Warriors are currently 5-19 and are the worst team in the NBA. And they currently have 10 healthy players on their roster. And here's one fun fact. Not one healthy player on the Warriors currently is 30 years old. Isn't that crazy? The oldest is Draymond Green, who's 29. The second oldest is Alec Burks, who's 28. So the Warriors they're basically childs out there who are playing. By that I mean they're rookies out there who are playing. But then after other players, for example, like the rookies, they have a lot of rookies who are playing currently. Like, for example, Eric Paschall, who, by the way, is getting paid under $900,000. And he's been doing amazing. So, you could call this a huge steal. Jordan Poole getting paid almost $2 million. Glenn Robinson III, he's not a rookie, but he's getting paid a good amount of money too. So, like, a lot of these guys are getting paid not a lot of money. And to be honest, this should be a steal for the Warriors because some of these rookies like Eric Paschall, who aren't even getting paid $900,000, are actually proving themselves. Now, they're probably going to want a lot of money when they become free agents. Well, not a lot, but they're going to want more money. But still, currently this year, if only these guys weren't injured, this would be a huge steal. And yes, you heard me right. The Warriors, if you've been living on the rock, the Warriors have a lot of players who are injured. Like, for example, the Splash Brothers, both Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, are probably both missing the whole season. Curry's coming back in early spring, which is pretty much at the playoffs. Klay Thompson, we don't know when he's coming back, probably when the season's over. D'Angelo Russell, he's 23 years old. I don't think he can carry a team yet. But yeah, the only player right now who can try to help the Warriors is D'Angelo Russell and Eric Paschall. Those are the big players on the Warriors right now. So, yeah, kind of crazy when you think about it. But this is what's going to most probably blow your mind and be like, wow, they look totally different now. So on Instagram, I saw this post from an Instagram name called Dunk. If you guys want to check out their Instagram, I could leave you a link in the description. But here's what they said. In 2018-19, the Warriors lineup at one point was Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and DeMarcus Cousins. And then at one point this year, their lineup was Kai Bowman, Jordan Poole, Glenn Robinson III, Eric Paschall, and Willie Cauley-Stein. I know, totally different. But really the best player on the Warriors right now is D'Angelo Russell and Eric Paschall, who are actually healthy. But yeah, and the Warriors, it's not just this. At one point they had 8 healthy players on their roster. If they would have lost one more player, they would have had to automatically forfeit, which would have been really, really bad. It's already bad right now, but if that would have happened, it would have been way worse. But thank goodness the Warriors didn't get that many injuries. But still, already moving into San Francisco, it's not looking good for them. And another thing, Chase Center's a huge arena. And to be honest, I'd pick Oracle over Chase. And I bet a lot of people would. Because, Oracle Arena, they've had it for so long. And it was just pretty much a historic stadium because a lot of amazing moments happened in that arena. Like, for example, the Warriors winning the finals and Stephen Curry reaching milestones, players reaching amazing milestones, they're all-stars and all of that. So, a lot of people want to pick that arena, but the Warriors, I'm glad they moved into San Francisco, but it's already been looking really, really bad. So, yeah, it's really not been looking good. And here's another thing I want to look at before we end this video. Let's take a look at the Warriors roster last year and the Warriors roster this year. First of all, the Warriors before this year, they would have barely any rookies on their team. They'd have 1 or 2 because, they were so good. They wouldn't have high draft picks, so that's why. But this year, after this year, they're probably going to have at least a top 5 pick, at least. If they don't, then that's just going to be crazy. But they're definitely going to have a top 5 pick after this season if it's going to be like this. But the Warriors, last year, for example, they had players like Jordan Bell, Andrew Bogut, Quinn Cook, DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala. These are names that you should remember. For example, Kevin Durant is an all-star that we should all know. And Andre Iguodala, he's been on the Warriors for so long. He's like the leader of the bench. He's been so helpful. But the offseason, a lot of new stuff happened, and the Warriors pretty much started over from scratch, pretty much, I guess you could say. Their whole bench was new. You barely knew anybody. The only players that actually stayed were Kevon Looney, and pretty much that's it, and Jacob Evans. That's pretty much it, though. And Damian Lee. That's pretty much it. 3 players from last year actually stayed on the Warriors bench. And everybody else, yes, you guessed it, they were all new. But at the end of the day, the question we've been asking, are the Golden State Warriors on a curse or not? To be honest, it's too early to tell right now, because this is just a slump for them. But if it's going to be like this next year, then it could definitely be the start of a curse. But that's probably not going to happen, or at least we hope it doesn't happen as Warriors fans. Because right now, they just moved into San Francisco, and it's been looking pretty bad. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time. I'm out.